All right, what's up, Sports Talk Detroit? We're back with another trade rumors video with Jerami Grant. This is fun, right? I mean, like in the middle of the dog days of winter here in Michigan, we've got trade requests because we have players that other teams want. Jerami Grant is a good player. He fits anywhere, and he's a great trade candidate right now because he has another year on his contract after this. This is a good guy, and we should get a good return. So today we're going to be talking about trade rumors with the Kings. Now, this trade one is a little bit different because we haven't seen any news sources really put out there what a trade would look like. There hasn't been a speculative trade. What we have heard are two things. Number one, the Sacramento Kings want Jerami Grant. We know that. We've also heard that the Pistons are interested in Marvin Bagley. So this could be a trade that absolutely makes sense. But it's mostly speculation, so I'm going to put them in my own little trade machine and see what happens. So we know these two things. Pistons are interested in Bagley. Kings are interested in Grant. Now, what trade makes sense? My first trade that kind of made sense, at least I thought, especially for the Pistons, Jerami Grant for De'Aaron Fox. The Kings have had Fox in trade rumors all over the place, and they have another guard there, that in Tyrese Halliburton, that is ready to run the show. I think De'Aaron Fox is a good player. He is shooting terribly from distance this year. I think he's only at 25%. Now, I think his high career mark is 35, 36%. Last year it was in like 32, and this year it has just fallen off the face of the earth. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but he's an uber competitive, uber athletic point guard that could be good next to Cade to take off some of that ball handling load. This could absolutely be a good trade for the Pistons. Of course it would. It would secure their backcourt for the next 5 to 10 years, and it would allow Saddiq Bey to continue to play the 4. Another trade possibility, I thought, could be Jerami Grant and Killian Hayes. I'm starting to throw Killian in these trades because I think he holds some value around the league. I think people see what he could become. But at the same time, if we're trading for another guard, we're just saying, okay, we want to get there now. So you trade Grant and Killian for Fox and Bagley. I think that makes sense. You're trading 2 point guards and 2 power forwards. It allows you to go in there. I think Bagley actually, if he is willing to and able to, should slide over to the 5 for the Detroit Pistons. I think that's what makes the most sense with our lineup. You either start him or bring him off the bench, and Kelly Olynyk is your other 5. You allow Saddiq Bey and Trey Lyles to play the 4. That's just how the trade would work, in my opinion. The one thing I don't like with a lot of these trade things is a lot of people just assume, well, Jerami Grant's a 4, so naturally in a trades, we'd want another 4. I've said all along, the whole point of trading Jerami Grant so Saddiq Bey and Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes are getting up more shots. If you've watched the Pistons game more Pistons games recently, this is exactly what's happening. Since Jerami's been out, Saddiq Bey has been putting up shots left and right. Cade's putting up shots. Even more recently, Killian started to get up a few more shots, be more aggressive. Isaiah Stewart is getting up more shots. Now that Kelly Olynyk, in a weird change of events, now that Kelly Olynyk is finally back in the lineup, all of a sudden, Isaiah Stewart's starting to take shots. So I just think that we want to continue to be able to develop this young talent. I know I'm beating a drum here on this, but we want to do that. We want to see what we have. This trade could do that while still allowing us to get something good. I'd even be willing in this trade to throw in Josh Jackson or Corey Joseph just to match salary because you have a little gap there with Fox's salary because I think he's making about $28 million a year, if I remember correctly. So what do you think? Is this a trade partner we have something to do with? I know I like it more than some of the other offers that have been speculated. I want a good player back, a number 2 or number 3 option. I think Fox could absolutely be that. Let me know what you think, Sports Talk Detroit. Hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe. We would appreciate it so much. And, hey, comment below. See ya.